Hey y'all, it's Pierre Bot again. So we actually have some pretty exciting information. We had a data mine come out today. If you don't know what a data mine is, it's basically we have some people who go into code and they find things. And some of these things might be coming in game soon. We have a pretty good idea that a lot of these things are going to be coming in the next update 2.14, but keep in mind that these may not come at all. So just a little disclaimer before we get into this. Game Press put out an article today about it. We actually first let me go back. We're going to do a little bit of the update 2.14 teaser that we got. So this is officially from Ludia. It was released on Monday, yesterday, February 28th. And this is what they told us. We are going to be getting 5 new creatures, 1 rare, 1 epic, 1 legendary, 1 unique, and 1 new apex. And the legendary and the unique are hybrids. We have 30 new abilities this upcoming update, 2 new raid bosses, 5 new achievements, and there's going to be changes to around 20 creatures and to 6 abilities. So we knew that for sure on Monday. Then today, our data miners went in there and they found a lot of information, and we're going to go over some of it. Once again, we want to give our disclaimer. Everything listed in here is not guaranteed to come in game. They can scrap any of it at any moment. And this is not the full picture. We are going to be getting notes for 2.14 on Friday. So kind of take this with a grain of salt. It's some really cool information as a possibility, but it's not the full scope. So let's get into it. So first, they actually had some kind of main body is what we're calling it. And they're mentioning that there's going to be some changes based on analysis. They did some overall changes on some things. They're going to be changing some creatures that were overperforming and then some that were underperforming. So we do not know the specific changes. They did not put them in the data mine, but they did kind of have a little paragraph talking about that. We know we're going to be getting Anurognathus. It's going to be an epic. It's going to be an event exclusive. Priondactylus is going to be a rare. It looks like Ankylodactylus and Odontognathus are 2 of the creatures that are going to be the fusible hybrids. Recruiting friends. So the friend feature kind of got a lot more incentivized, I guess it looks like. The big one, honestly, from this first kind of portion of the data mine is the Alliance Championship Incubators. It says, reward collection for Alliance Championships has been improved. Now, in order to collect championship awards within Alliance, you must be a member of that alliance at the time the reward is made available. This will make sure that everyone who receives the reward helped the alliance achieve it. So this is actually really big. Basically, what we believe is going to happen is it's going to be very similar to the current alliance rewards, which is the weekly rewards we get. At the moment, if you do not collect your alliance weekly reward and you jump out of the alliance for whatever reason, be it sank sharing or whatever the case might be, and you come back, that alliance reward, weekly reward, is not there. We are assuming the Alliance Championship Incubators are going to work the exact same way. So you are going to need to, A, be in your alliance on the day the Alliance Championship Incubators are rewarded, which is the very end of the AC, like yesterday, for example. And if you leave your alliance for any reason before collecting an Alliance Championship Incubator, you are not going to get to collect an Alliance Championship Incubator. We believe that's how it's going to work. This is a good thing. No more jumping around to collect rewards based off of other alliances' performances. So that's all it says right now. We don't know exactly how that will work, but we will keep you updated. As we mentioned with the teaser, we know there's going to be 2 raids. These are the 2 raids. Brachiosaurus is coming on March 18th, and Impertusuchus is coming March 16th. That is going to be a Wednesday and a Friday. Wednesday for Impertusuchus and Friday for Brachiosaurus. So we're assuming Impertasuchus is going to be an apex. We do not know if it's going to be in addition to Morty or if they're taking out Morty or how that's going to work. So once again, we're not sure on all of that, but that's what it says. Stat boost reset tokens. We got some information about those already. I think we had a link to an article for that. Right now, we got some more information in the Datamine. It does say something about a limited time. It also says that they're going to be distributed in Alliance Championship rewards, but they're not going to be available every single Alliance Championship. And it looks like inventory, you're going to be available to have one of each type of token. So that's all we know. We hope they give us some at the beginning of this next update. Once again, not guaranteed, but we hope. And we also hope there's some additional ways to earn them. So skins, this is actually kind of exciting. We do not think these are coming in 2.14 simply because there's not a lot of information on them and it's very small part of the data mine. However, kind of cool. It looks like we might be getting skins in the game. This is something the community has actually been asking for. A lot of games do this. We're not sure what it's going to look like. All we know is that there's some sentences about creating a skin, discovering skins, and you have to create specific creatures to use this skin. That's all we know, but some really cool possibilities. There are some changes to abilities. So before we go into this, once again, a disclaimer. This is not all of the changes we believe are going to be happening in the game. They did say 20 different changes are happening to creatures. So while some of these ability changes might look like a nerf or a buff for a specific creature, please keep in mind that we don't know the other things that could or could not happen to those creatures. This is not the full scope of all the changes. So we won't know that until the notes release on Friday. So keep the flaming pitchforks to a minimum right now until we know exactly what the changes are going to be. Looks like there's going to be something called Devour ability, where you slowly steal your opponent's HP. Group Decelerating Impact now has a cooldown of 1 instead of 2. Counter Heal is getting 12% instead of 6%, so it looks like a buff to Counter Heal. Critical Sidestep now has a cooldown of 1, so you can't spam critical sidestep. Group Distracting Impact has a cooldown of 1 instead of 2. Roar looks like it's now a priority. Hostile Glow, just a quick note on this, it never had a group attack. When you attacked with Hostile Glow, it never actually attacked the entire group. It looks like they've changed the in-game wording to make it to where it is not a group attack. So Hostile Glow never has been a group attack. It never was supposed to be a group attack is what we're assuming. And then there's something called Super Strike. This looks a lot like an ability that is already in the game. It's a DOT ability, and you can see what those looks like on screen. So once again, this looks like a change to Rex with a critical sidestep, a change to Skuna with distracting impact, a change to anything that has group decelerating impact, but we don't know what the other changes are. So these creatures like Rex and Skuna, which honestly is going to be what most people are going to be wanting to know what happens to them. We don't know if they're getting stat changes. We don't know what other changes they may or may not be getting. So kind of keep that in mind. This is a lot of information in this data mine. Once again, it may not all come into the game. There's other things that could happen. We know for sure notes are going to be here Friday. Hopefully we can, Game Press will definitely have articles out breaking down all the various aspects of the notes. So make sure to go to our website and look at that. All of the information on the data mine, there is a link below to the actual article that Game Press put out about it. But make sure to just keep an eye on the website. Friday we'll have all the information, and then we should be getting patch 2.14 next week. And I'm sure IDGT is going to have a ton of really cool videos on new creatures, creature changes, battles, how it's going to work, and all of that fun stuff. So keep an eye on things. Make sure and click subscribe so you don't miss anything. And we can't wait to see what Friday brings, y'all.